Hey ladies, it's Lisa and I'm here to make fashion easy. Today I'm going to talk about the Bridgerton Effect. So what is that? That is a show that was on Netflix. It really influenced fashion. So it was set in the turn of the century. So what you had is all of this opulence and bigger, bigger, bigger. Well, as we're coming out of um, the shell of Corona, we all want bigger, bigger, bigger. So we are doing things like what I'm wearing, puffy sleeves, eyelet, tiers, bows, ruffles, and smocking, and just big ruffles right around, like around your face. Some of it is too much and some of it can be wearable. So today what I wanted to show was some not so wearable choices and then some wearable choices. For instance, I was referring to my top. This one is from Express. This may not be for everybody, I get it. So it's an actual just a t-shirt. But then the sleeves are they said taffeta. I think it's just some kind of polyester. But anyway, it is ruched on the bottom, and then it gives this big, dramatic, almost theatrical look to the sleeve. This may not be for everybody. I think I already said that. But I also added this collar. So these are also going to be popular, and you may not go for this style. I'm still kind of about it, but I like it with this. It's just a little, almost like a necklace. It's tied in a bow in the back. So it's just a little necklace, right? But I think it's kind of cute with this. You have to just be ready to pull it off though, or else it's just not going to work for you. Let's take a look at some tops that maybe aren't going to be the best choices. Okay, so let's start with some tops that maybe aren't my first choice. I want to preface by saying you may love this. You may have this top in your closet right now. If you do and you love it, please fast forward and enjoy your top. But I am going to talk about this top a little bit. Okay, this top has a whole lot going on. It has these pin tuck pleats here. All of this ruffling, think of this all around your face. It's going to make you look bigger. And then you have this full sleeve here. Now, this fabric is a pretty thick fabric that's going to stand up. And I think that was the idea here. If you remember when we wore the prairie dresses and the prairie tops, that is going to look very familiar to you. So this one is not good because it is just too much. I also have another one that is very similar. This reminds me of a schoolboy top. This collar to me is not cute. It is just plain too much. Now, what could you do instead? A Peter Pan collar that just is small and just does a little, like almost a smile going across. The rest of this top is fine. It's a plain white top. It does have a full sleeve. That part's fine. But this kind of sailorish collar is a little bit too youthful for us grown ladies to pull off. All right, so now another example of one that you like, one I like and one I don't like. And this one is a little bit nuanced. So it's the same top. It is an eyelet top with these big ruffles going down your body. It's going to make you look larger for sure, but I'm okay with it in white. So see how it looks kind of fresh in white. It's really not too much. But once you put it with this green and the white detail, that is too much in my opinion. What you really want to go for is subtle. You want to look pretty, not like a character. Now this top I would like in any color. It has, of course, it's kind of wrinkly. It's sort of a seersucker material. It has this tier, just one tier here at the bottom. This is going to be a full, bottom top that you're going to want to wear with a skinny jean or some kind of bottom that minimizes you. We also have this lovely sleeve, so it's a drop shoulder sleeve, and it's nice and full. This one is in the current style without being too much. Okay, here are some more examples that are on trend and white and fresh. The first one here is a top that has ruching across the waist. So this is kind of a little peplum, and then it's got this beautiful sleeve with a cutout. This, oh, and you've got the little lace detail or a little tiny ruffle around the neckline. This is a really pretty example, and you can wear this with almost anything going into fall or even into winter with some layers. Now with this bottom detail, you can wear a full bottom or a skinny bottom. Both will look nice because you're taking in all of this blousiness and bringing it down and creating a little waist for yourself on that one. So that is a great top. Then we have this just simple eyelet top with a little bit of a flutter sleeve. Really nice. And this one is going to float away from the body. This little top is just a t-shirt, and then it has some lace cutouts. These almost look like doilies from like your grandma's house. They're really pretty little lace cutouts. And finally, the simplest of all, just a plain old t-shirt. This is from Loft that has a gathered sleeve or ruched, actually it's ruching, has a little elastic that is gonna make this stand up a little. This is the simplest way to pull off this trend, is just a little bit of a lift on a plain old tee. Okay, so I've had a quick change into a dress so that I can show you some of the elements that you're going to see with the Bridgerton effect on dresses. So you've seen all summer all of the tiered dresses. Now I am seeing those kind of go out, but tiered dresses that are more subtle are still very much in. So I have on one right now. It has just a few larger tiers, and it's longer in the back than in the front. This is super wearable, very comfortable, as you can see, and pretty versatile as far as what jewelry, what shoes you can wear with it. So this one is totally a good. First up is a dress that I expected to like, but ended up not really liking. So it's got the smocking across the top, and my expectation was that this would reach to the waist. That would be flattering because it would be fitted, and then the skirt would flare out a bit. And what ended up happening was that this flare ended up like right around my ribs, and it wasn't so cute. Also, it has a little neckline with a little bit of ruffle to it and a large sleeve here. Actually, it's not that large, but the shoulder doesn't have any extra oomph to make it stick up, and they failed to do anything extra on the sleeve, on the cuff here. So this one, meh. This just kind of felt flat in my opinion. Now this is another dress that I really do like. It's by Universal Thread. A lot of these items that I've shown today, if you saw a tag, they are from Target. Target has, to me, had one of the better selections of this style. So here's another example. It's a white tiered dress, so you can see all of the tiers, and it has a little bit of embroidery detail throughout and a full sleeve. Now this one, unfortunately, is not going to be very wearable past, early fall. So this may be something to hang on to, but who knows if the style is going to be the same. So then on the other hand, I don't know what I'm telling you here, but I do like this style. So if you can find it in a different color, This would be a good one. Okay, so this dress I also like. It's from Loft. It came from my closet. A lot of these clothes did come from my closet, and a lot of them are from Loft. Of course, I got them at my store, which is the Clothes Mentor in North Richland Hills. That's my only big plug for the store. But I do get all of these clothes at my store. So this one, like I said, is from Loft, and it is a really good example of a very romantic style dress. It's got the smocking across the waist, and then just a little hint of a ruffle here, and then also what is called a flutter sleeve right here. And the bottom has a tier to it. So it's not too much. It's just a very feminine dress. All right. Last thing I want to leave with you is that you're going to see these elements of style all over the place. Not just in tops and in dresses. You're going to see them a lot of places. Here is one. Yes, this is a top, but it's kind of like a tunic. It goes a little further down, and it has this big dramatic sleeve with this big cuff that is going to leave you with a nice large sleeve. You'll be able to see me in the store in this top for sure. This one was by Grayson, and it came to me new with tags. Then I have this little, it's almost a sweater, but not quite. And again, it has this big full sleeve, and then you have a cuff here at your wrist that's gonna keep it nice and full throughout. And you just tuck this guy in. You've got a little kind of mock turtleneck. You're all set, ready to go. We are going to see a lot of lace, and here is a lace top. I'm getting into the store a lot of lace tops. So this one is, of course, a top that needs a top. You know how I feel about that. But you would wear just a black camisole with it, and it also has the high neck. So this one is a perfect example of just the right lace top to wear with almost anything. This with a denim jacket and maybe some pleather pants or leggings. Perfect. All right. Speaking of pleather. Pleather top. This one is from Ann Taylor. And it has the gather or the elastic, the ruching here, or smocking rather. And then you've got this nice full sleeve. And this is done in a lightweight pleather. It's dark blue, very cute top. Honestly, I would wear this with black. That would be the most chic way to wear it. But there are tons of ways to wear this one, and you'll be seeing me in this one as well. Finally, I'm going to end with something you can find right now at Target. This little sweater is from Who What Wear. It was a little pricey. Even for Target, it was $35. Target is very expensive these days, but very cute. It has this puff sleeve, and then a wide cuff at the wrist. The wide cuff is what's going to help it stand up, remember? And then it's a little cropped, and it's got this beautiful color. I've seen this color around a lot, by the way, and it's going to be very, very popular. Okay, that's all I have to show for today. And my verdict on Bridgerton Effect is go for it. But be careful, because you can end up looking a little theatrical, and then you have to count on your girlfriends to tell you that you look theatrical, and that just may or may not happen. For style advice, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for notifications whenever I put out some new content. In the meantime, you can always find me on Facebook and Instagram, or in my Clothes Mentor store in North Richland Hills. Remember, fashion is fun.